Here's one to strike fear. It's actually my last one of the day, to strike fear into teens and other individuals. You know, the vape culture has taken off. The vape pens, the electronic e-cigarettes and things like this. A teen's injuries looked like he was in a high-speed crash. Instead, a vape pen exploded in his mouth. This story was making the rounds this morning, as well as a cool 3D image scan of what happened to this kid's jaw. You could see it snapped in half. And he lost a ton of teeth here. A 17-year-old boy, a vape pen exploded in his mouth there and totally rearranged his smile, broke his jaw. His mouth is now wired shut. What an incredible day at the office for this man. He's just another day. He's on his way to high school. He's got the cool vape pen and kablamo. Of course, this is a possibility. You have combustion. You have batteries. You have different components which can explode, and we've seen a couple cases of this. I saw one maybe about a year ago where the guy, it severed an artery and he died. This one, not as bad as that one, but bad nonetheless. The 17-year-old arrived at Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City. His entire jaw was cracked, and a chunk of the bone had been completely shattered. Several of his teeth were missing, and there was a hole in his chin. That's an injury we see in high-speed motor vehicle crashes, KDW Russell, pediatric surgeon, said. Yeah, I mean, it's a rough outlook. These things have become more popular, obviously. We're all aware of it. You see them on the street, every different version of the e-cigarette, vape pen, things like this. This is, of course, not what you expect to have happen. I can imagine a lawsuit could take place here rather soon. Will is showcasing some version of vape called VGod, which...
apparently they were responsible for it.
Oh, it was a VGod vape. Okay, so they actually know which brand it was. Well, they sell multiple devices by the looks of it. Anyhow, there's a lot of these different things. That one was called Mango Bomb, and it turned out to explode in his mouth. How perfect. It's rough. I mean, I don't know what to say. These things are obviously popular. A lot of people use them. But I guess it's just, hey, be aware. Try to use it in perfect conditions. I'm not really sure what the suggestion even really is. I hope that there's some sort of... maybe there has to be some governing body that authorizes these things, or to make sure they're insulated correctly, or to limit the likelihood of these things happening. I'm not really certain what the way is, but this whole marketplace has kind of exploded. It came out of nowhere. It was like, vape, okay. Yeah, I heard of it. And then it was like, holy moly, jewel pods. And it's like everyone. It's like you just saw it take over so rapidly. And yeah, I guess there's presumably some health benefits over smoking traditional cigarettes. But this dude, he ain't talking about health benefits right now. You know? He probably wishing he had a cigarette right about now. Do you know what I'm saying? That he chose a cigarette instead, because he may never be the same, this guy. Look at that image that you're showcasing there. His chin is split in two, and the bone is completely gone above it. You see that chunk where the bone is gone? I mean, that's a lot of pain this man's going to be in for a while because of this. I mean, he's lucky to be alive, to be honest. That's kind of a weird thing to say, but he's pretty much lucky to be alive. He chewed on a grenade. It's a wild thing to think about. So that story making the rounds this morning. Happy to put that out into the universe for everyone who's smoking a vape while they're listening to this. Oh. Like, they'll probably put it down temporarily. They'll put it back. Don't worry. Vape lords out there in the universe, I'm sure you'll be back. You'll be back in action. For the number of them that are out there, it's actually kind of surprising we don't hear more of this, to be honest. But I'm just saying, vape responsibly. I don't know if there's a way to do that. Don't chew on your vape. I don't know. Try to limit